We are living well, but dying matters.
When we have all thought, we're just going to ask everybody to say their name and what their job is, or say a little bit about themselves, and then tell us what their greatest hope for the future is.
Ability for the future is married and have kids.
I'm a trainer for change. I'm a paid worker. My biggest hope in the future I would like to do is work abroad, be a trainer abroad, because I've got a taste for it.
This DVD will help people with learning disabilities feel comfortable talking about dying and think about their funerals and how they want their funerals to be. Talking about death and dying isn't easy for many people, but it can be even harder when people try to protect you from the idea of death or being upset when someone close to you dies. Often people are worried about how people with learning disabilities will behave if someone close to them is dying. They think it is better to keep us in the dark and not talk about what is happening. If people with learning disabilities are to be involved in these discussions, then we need to understand more about making decisions. We also need to let people know what we want to happen after we die. We need to do this when we are healthy and living well. If we are involved in what is happening to us, we will ask the right questions and say the right things, and the people who support us or members of our family will understand it is all right if we get upset. People do. You will find that people with learning disabilities have a lot to say. We have different ideas about where we want to die, what we want to happen at our funeral, and how we will be remembered. How do you want to be remembered?
I would like people is remembering by my singing, of course, and my sense of his humour. Oh yeah, and to keep me fit, like his gym and sports. Is fun. I think I am as well.
Do you know if you are in the up in the sky, how would you know if you are missing from the dream team? How would you want to be remembered?
Well, they remember me a lot about my beard. They forget about my name, but they never forget about the guy with the beard.
If you do the bookshop, helping out, organising books and stuff.
Organising books. I organise parties for people with learning disabilities, and it's good to get them out and about. And I'm a caring person, and I got a good personality, so I'm a good lass, so I hope they can remember by that. And if the parties, what I plan for the disabled, whenever I go, I hope someone could take over, because if the disabled people can't get out and about, it'd be too sad for them.
Well, I hope people will remember me by standing up for people's equal rights.
I would probably to think that I was a lively person, wouldn't I, Claire? And helping a lot of people like Alison McNally and Joan Smales, do you think, Claire? Yeah, for helping them to make them feel that they were all right. And I normally ask them, or Claire normally asks them if they want a cup of tea, but we do them in Makaton. Cup of tea.
I'm giving people and parents with learning disabilities authority to be trainers and be respectful and be professionals.
We've made this DVD to make sure that people with learning disabilities are involved in the discussions that lots of people are having around making plans for their own death
and their own dying, and to be able to talk and support others who are going through bereavement. To make this DVD, we did not just simply go up to people and say, what do you think about dying? What do you want to happen at your funeral? We planned a workshop and we came up with ideas of how to involve people. First of all, getting them to just think about themselves and how other people see them. So we used worksheets to get them to answer questions about themselves, such as what they wanted for the future, what people thought about them, what they thought their greatest assets were, and what were some of their favourite things, such as their favourite charity or their favourite place that they'd been on holiday. And this helped them to think about, when later on we talked about it more fully, what would happen if they decided to be cremated and what would happen with their ashes, or what song they'd like played at the funeral. We also did a quiz which was done for two reasons. It was to enable people to join in without having to necessarily speak and tell their story out loud. They were asked questions such as, would they like to be cremated? Would they like to be buried? Or they were asked, what would they like to happen to their goods or their pets when they died? Where would they like them to go? And they answered by holding up a card. This meant that they could then make a statement without having to actually speak out loud. And that statement was recorded and helped to remind them when we were asking questions later on to camera.
What do you want at your funeral?
A lively one. Yeah. Yes, and I would like it to be a Christianity yes, because Christianity is important in my family.
It'd be sci-fi, and he had to dress up in fancy dress. It was a different sci-fi theme.
I would think if how people would remember me as being a lively person. I like Westlife, you know, the song that raised me up when they were carrying us into a church, that sort of thing. That's a special song to me.
The way I like to go out of life is I would like my body to be cremated so I can be scattered and placed next to my grandma in peace on paths on flower beds.
I would like my family and friends to be there, and I've got two songs in my head. One is ABBA, Know Me, Knowing You, and I would like The Killer's Human because that is my favourite song. And I don't, I know it's be upsetting, but think of the good times when you've been with me.
Probably just want all my friends and families there to be happy to remember me as who I was.
I want people to remember me, not the bad things, the good things, and just have a good talk, have a laugh, and not get down about it, enjoy themselves.
If I died, I want my ashes to be put on St James's Park because I'm a big Newcastle United fan.
What do you need to do before you die?
Go to Africa and see different backgrounds of people's lives.
Let people know you're dying and to get the support that I need. I need support. Let people know why am I dying of cancers and let people understand and maybe try and understand situations. My situation.
What I need to do, I think, is that I need to see what I've got and things that I need to get rid of and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do before I die.
I would like to do a bungee jump. and have a snake around my neck. That'll be, yeah.
I suppose in a war, I know my father and mother got us a dealie who at one point they were going to let me talk to.
I would probably be remembered as my seat number at the Stadium of Light, and to think that nobody would sit in my seat after when I was in heaven.
I think that wasn't a good
my seat, my important seat, yes.
Can you stop the room?
Final comments.
Making this DVD has reinforced with me how amazing people with learning difficulties and learning disabilities can be, and how often we all forget that they are a diverse group of people, the same as anybody else, with lots of different stories, not the same story. And that was what we found out when we did this DVD. And it's all about involvement. If you involve people and you make an effort to how you're going to involve people, then they make a really good contribution. And people will surprise us time and time again. And we should never prejudge a situation simply by somebody's label, learning difficulty or learning disability.
I think that generally people should be able to express their views about it, and actually working with Change Today and being in the workshop has shown me that everyone has a different view on, you know, how they want to be remembered, and I think, I mean, I've had a really interesting time today and laughed quite, you know, there's been quite a lot of laughter and it's been, I think it's been really good that we've all had the opportunity just to think about things and to be able to share that openly, you know, and to be respected for our different opinions about, you know, how we want to experience death and dying.
The best thing about doing the DVD was writing the song Gone But Not Forgotten, because I hadn't written songs in ages.
Every time the wind blows a leaf from a tree, when the season changes, with you I'll still be. Gone but not forgotten, and I'm still around. I'm stopping, looking to the sky, the wonders where I can be. I'm in your heart if they bring a good memory. Gone but not forgotten, and you always will be such a big part of me. Gone but not forgotten, and you always will be such a big part of me.